Control, CTRL, the film from the musical from the UK. So there's a lot of interesting elements of this film about kind of like two people artificially connecting. Obviously, the great dancing on the two of them, and also kind of like a good kind of like metaphor for where society is going, how we eventually will be controlled by robots.
I liked it as long as you don't think too much about why or how. You know what I mean? It was fun, but like, are they being controlled like robots by those two guys sitting in the cafe with their cell phones? And yeah. And how did that, so don't think too much about the why and how, and then it's a fun little movie.
No, but at the same time, maybe it's a good thing that they're being controlled, they're artificially connecting, and maybe it will lead to something, who knows, right? It's just like, it's kind of an interesting element, but the dancing on their part is kind of extraordinary. It's like there's a lot of cool things, there's a lot of cool elements with this film. A lot of like I said, there's like it's a simple dance movie, but at the same time, there's also kind of a social commentary happening as well.
So I actually thought it was really fun to watch. Just in terms of their performance, I really liked their facial expressions as they were going through the movement. It was kind of funny. It was comical to me without any words to see her being like, what the hell? As her body's like kind of going nuts. But also in terms of like the control that social media has over us, and just I was saying the other day, like depending on where you are in life, Facebook tends to give you lots of advertisements that will push you in certain directions. So it's just kind of fun to see in like a very playful, short way how like we are kind of controlled to a certain degree. But anyhow, I don't know, I thought it was fun.
I really liked how the two dancers were also feeding off each other. It was almost like contact dancing.
Yeah.
So that was really beautiful, the way they danced together. And I have a question. I didn't understand why the waitress was sneering at them.
The waitress was
There was
sneering
a
at them?
waitress that was like in behind where the robots were, and
Yeah.
she was annoyed. And it's like, what's...
People get annoyed by the craziest things, I guess. It's just like, it was an interesting directorial choice, I guess, but I guess anybody don't know why the waitress was annoyed?
She's angry that they're happy.
She's angry that they're happy. But that's the whole irony, is that they're not happy because they're being controlled.
To say, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the dancing, but the thing that did bother me was the control aspect of it, because even though they were enjoying interacting and I wasn't sure they were really enjoying the control, and that kind of bothered me a bit, that they were being controlled by somebody else.
Yeah. But I think it's
That
supposed,
I know that was the sort of underlying.
yeah, it's supposed to bother you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of made it
It's
fun, but.
Yeah, it's an interesting film because it's like unsettling, but it's also a joy to watch.
Exactly, yeah.
It's sort of exactly like the internet. It's enjoyable until you realize what's actually happening and that, you know, people are watching your every move and other people are using your information to have you look a certain, like sometimes you come across a picture of yourself and you're like, who put this up of me? And like, this is not something I would post. Or, you know, you're like this lady said, you're getting all kinds of like advertisements and messages for things where you're like, who's watching me? Like, it's unsettling. You can look up whatever you want and you can enjoy and, you know, stalk and shop and whatever until it's not fun anymore because it's happening to you.